lesson at 7:00 tonight. So I do at least 1 hour a day in a lesson. I mean, these are structured lessons with tests and everything. So it's a bit different to the way I work, but that's what I found. I mean, it's very difficult. So hang on a second. Welcome to TGIF.
Okay.
It's Lynn here from the Learn English Network, and we're talking about my German lessons. Yay! Well, it's Friday. We can talk about anything on Friday. So, yes, Amina, I'm trying to practice what I preach. Okay. When I was learning German before, I realized I needed a certificate. I just did it reading, listening, watching TV, not much speaking apart from when I was out and about in Germany. But I don't know if you've realized, I'm sure you've noticed when you're on holiday in the UK, when you're out and about, you only talk about certain topics. You don't really get a broad range of different topics. It's like, just meeting people, asking for things, maybe a little bit of small talk about the weather or, meeting the neighbours in the street, that kind of thing. You don't talk about philosophy, science.
So you could exercise and use new words, new little words, difficult words, and so
and people don't correct you either. So the benefit of going to a more structured, and what I'm doing at the moment is I'm going every day and I'm doing an hour of structured, proper school style, language school style German lessons every day, Monday to Friday, and occasionally one at the weekend. It depends on the time. I am doing one this weekend. Last weekend I didn't have time, but Monday to Friday I'm doing at least 1 hour a day, structured. And of course, on top of that, I listen to German radio, I read my German magazine, Deutsch Perfekt, and I watch German television when I can.
I restarted by the Spotlight because
yes,
it's great and exactly written and easy made and and in there are often a very interesting article about the English world and so on.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you like, we can read an article together because I get Spotlight as well. So if you want, grab your copy of Spotlight and we can choose an article to read together.
Yeah,
absolutely. Just let me know.
Yeah, okay. Let me know if you have time. Spotlight, I have it here from, I think, from May, the last one.
Okay. I don't think June's is out, so you've probably got the most up-to-date one. Let me just check my... Oh, no, I can't get it there. I'll have to go into my...
No, I see it's from April.
April's. Oh, I've definitely got that one. I'm not sure if I've downloaded it.
The May one is up in my bedroom, but if you want, I could fetch it.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, we won't be able to screen share it, but we can certainly do a little bit of reading from it. You'll just have to give me time to find the latest one, because I don't always download them straight away.
Like the Britain.
Okay, bear with me a second. I'm getting it. Getting there. Got to log in. I don't get it in. I don't actually get it through the post anymore. I get it online because I was getting it through the post, and I'm a terrible hoarder of things like that because I think, I might need it one day.
I always fear I would miss something when I have it online. When I get it online, I prefer to have something in hand.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, you can still have something in your hand, so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can, but you just print out what you want to read. I know what you mean, because it's a lovely, it's a very nice
attitude
layout. No, it's a very nice layout. It's a good quality paper and everything, so I can understand why you know, you like to have it in your hand, but it's just do you throw them away? That's the other thing.
Oh, it's hardly.
Yeah,
I don't do
exactly.
that. But it's too important for me, and too important, just too important for me.
Yeah,
I
that's
couldn't do this.
exactly what I mean. I mean, and I hope you don't lose me now because I'm having to download April's copy, but it's coming. Okay, so this is the one that says keep calm and play politics, yeah?
Yes, this is from April, yeah.
Okay, good, good. I've got it. I've got it. Yeah, this is the problem. Okay, you get one a month. Okay. And then I get my Deutsch Perfect as well. So that's two a month. And before you know it, at the end of the year, I've got 24 magazines. And I don't like throwing them away. I really don't.
Yeah, really. I mean, they have made it. It's made up so carefully, and yeah, it's written so good and so well, and uh, I never
It's
see
well written.
an
It's well
example.
written. Yeah. Hi, Aladdin. Hi, April. Hang on, it's Friday. Let's get you in the call.
Hi guys, nice to see you again. Our last meeting this week.
Well, it's not actually, because of
Huh?
course it's Aladdin's session tomorrow.
Oh, sorry, Aladdin. Oh, oops.
And there's the English speaking club as well, of course. I've invited you in, guys, by the way, because the invitation's definitely back on working. So hopefully I'm pushing it a bit by inviting you both in, but let's see what happens. Hi, Aladdin. Can I hear you? Can you hear me?
Second.
Yay.
Hello.
I can hear you. I was
Okay.
asking, we've just been talking about Spotlight magazine because I get the Deutsch Perfekt magazine and Spotlight magazine. It's a language learning company in Germany, and they really do a great job of introducing new vocabulary and stuff. So, mind you, this one is a little bit political, I have to say, Hermina. The April one is a bit political, but there is an article, Worldview, which is quite interesting about repair cafes. So maybe we could read that together, and then we can get I can't share the text with everybody because it's a magazine text, but we could read it. We've got a copy each, haven't we? Traum. So maybe we could read it and then we could all discuss it. But in the meantime, I did ask Traum earlier, I'd asked Hermina earlier if today's session was a bit miserable. Was it a bit much? Oh, everybody's quiet.
Yes, my mic wasn't on. You
Um,
asked every one of us.
yes, it's an open question to you all.
No, it's not. It wasn't too much, uh, but I see that I have to catch up
Ah,
uh, the
Catch up.
English, the English language.
okay. Oh, maybe April wasn't here when you were saying that. April, are you? Ah, she's joined us. Hello, April. Can you hear me? Can I hear you?
Who?
You.
Oh, because I couldn't hear anything. Oh my
Oh,
God!
okay. I can hear you now.
I forgot to use Chrome,
Oh,
and suddenly I didn't hear anything because I haven't requested to speak, and you invited me, and then I think, oh, I didn't hear anything anymore, and
then you realize you
and
weren't on Chrome.
yeah, and because it is on Firefox, I think okay, it won't work, but it works until now. I don't know for how long.
Well, no, I mean, the theory is it should work, but the practice has always been Chrome works more stably. I mean, the theory is the other browsers, since it moved from Google Hangouts into the YouTube Live, it should work on any browser. Google Hangouts were the hang up, if you like, on Chrome before. But the practice has always been, it's not, I mean, Traum, she's only just started to get it working because she's moved over to Chrome, and it works. So I don't know. But anyway, anyhow, were your ears burning earlier, April?
When is earlier? When?
Just before the
5
session
minutes
started.
ago?
About 5 minutes ago, yeah, that would do it.
No.
Okay. Traum, do you want to explain to April why her ears might have been burning?
Ears are burning?
You were saying you wanted to talk about this. When your ears are burning, does anybody know what it means? My ears are burning.
We
Somebody is
didn't talk
talking
about
about
you
you
before you came. Yeah.
That's it.
behind your back.
So,
Not
okay.
behind your back, April. It's live on YouTube.
I haven't
Not-
seen that.
That's true, actually. Actually, had we started recording then? I'm not sure because Traum was early. So we were chatting and I invited, it's Friday, so she was straight in the room as soon as she joined. And I'm not sure if we were broadcasting, but it wasn't a bad thing, April. Traum, tell April what you said about her.
Okay, I said that April has made so a great deal of progress in her English, because when I heard her first time talking and reading in English and compare it with her reading and speaking she does nowadays, that's incredible, really. And
No, I don't agree.
I knew you wouldn't.
no, it's true, April. Really, really, you have really done a great job in your progress.
And that is exactly probably what April thinks about you, Traum. Okay, because what we tend to do as humans, I said to you earlier, Traum, don't compare yourself with other people. Compare yourself with yourself from the past. But because we're living in our skin, it's like growing old. We don't really notice that we're growing old because we're doing it gradually day by day. It's the same with improvement. We don't notice until somebody tells us. I had a compliment from a friend last weekend. We hadn't seen each other since before Christmas. And as you know, as we were talking earlier, Hermine, I'm doing structured German classes every single day. I mean, literally an hour a day in a German class, plus all my other usual reading and listening activities. And we met in a restaurant on Saturday night, and she was with a new partner. And so he's German. So we naturally went straight into German. And she just looked at me and she went, Lynn, your German's improved so much. I felt so pleased, but I can't feel it because I've been doing it gradually day by day. She had a 3-4 month period in which to compare me with how she last spoke to me to now. And she was able to see the difference. She was probably also able to see that I've aged as well. I blame learning German for that. So we're very bad. We're very bad indicators of our own progress. We tend to think we're not getting any better. We're making the same mistakes. Other people, however, will notice.
Lynn?
Do you agree with me, guys?
Okay, sorry, I interrupted you.
No, it's all right. It's Friday. Anything goes.
It depends, I think.
In school, Lynn, in the day in school, I heard a saying, an old saying, and it's so awful. But I'm sorry, I have to say it in German, and you will understand it. Was Hänschen nicht lernt, lernt Hans nimmermehr. Isn't that awful?
It's awful.
Really? They had it in a German book. Oh God!
Oh, that doesn't surprise me.
Yes. Yeah. And the teacher explained it to the children. And I asked myself, why doesn't she say that's not true? You can even learn something when you in your 60s, 70s, and so on.
Well, we have the same saying, but a different animal. In fact, there's a song on English radio. Does anybody know what it's called? One of my favourite singers, Seasick Steve.
Sorry, we are not know what are you talking about because you're both of you speaking German.
Okay.
We don't know.
Traum, explain the meaning, not
And
the words.
we don't know the animal. There is. I know now there is a kind of animal in this sentence, but it's what
There
is
is,
the animal?
yes,
It's
yeah.
like-
Traum, what animal is in the sentence? What animal are they talking about?
Do you mean my saying or your saying?
You're saying. The one
Also
we just...
Hänschen ist der Börsen. Also, in fact, the saying means that when Hänschen is a name for Hans or for...
Chicken.
No, Lynn. No.
Oh,
No, let me write it down. Was?
yeah, definitely. Maybe I've got the wrong...
Lynn, Hänschen ist die Verniedlichung von Hans. Hans is a male name.
Oh, I heard Hähnchen, as in chicken.
Na,
Chicken. Ah.
Was? Hänschen nicht lernt Hans nimmermehr. That means
Okay.
a grown up human doesn't learn anything. Just children learn. Yeah, and that's
Oh, you can teach old dog new tricks.
Yay, Rina! That's the one. Yeah, I really do think you were talking about Hähnchen, as in Hähnchen, little chicken. But yes,
Hänschen.
Hähnchen nicht lernt Hans nimmermehr. In other words, so what the teacher was trying to do was saying to the children, this is your last chance to learn anything, because once you're grown up, you're not going to learn anything more.
And the people at its 50s, she said, it's my age. She said they wouldn't learn anything. Oh my gosh.
Oh, yes.
Is it possible to report her for child abuse? That's the kind of thing our teachers used to say. And there is this saying in English, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Well, anybody who ever saw Sam learn to doggy dance knows that's not true. It's different. We learn differently. We don't learn as readily as children. We don't soak it up like a sponge because we question it more, I think. But I think personally, I think that's nonsense. I think many older people, I don't think we should ever stop learning, to be honest. The idea that children learn and then they stop learning is nonsense. But that's my thought. Were you shocked when you heard her say it? Were you shocked, Hermina, when you heard her say it?
A little bit. I mean, she was...
Did you say anything? Did you stand up and say, what a load of rubbish?
No, she is a young teacher. She was at university and she knows perfectly everything about German grammar. But this statement wasn't
But
okay.
she's got no common sense.
No, it wasn't okay.
I think that's really bad. What do you guys think? Do you think she had a point? Do you think it's stupid of us to try to learn anything when we're older? April, as the oldest in the room, by the way, you've got some competition coming, April. Watch out. I think it's Sunday. You might have a little badge fellow with you. Keep an eye open. Oh no, Monday, I think, actually. The 8th.
This is not fair.
That's really annoying you now, Anna, isn't it? Something to look forward to. Come on. Along with arthritis and rheumatism and bad eyesight. Okay, so April, do you think you can't teach an old dog new tricks?
Yes.
If that dog was me, yes.
Oh, I just heard from actually saying that you've learnt a lot. She was, honestly, before you were here. So, and we weren't I don't think we were playing. So she wasn't doing it to be, oh, April, I love you. It was purely her reaction to today's session, listening to you read and discuss and talk. And she was like, wow, that's amazing. So I think you're wrong. And don't you teach older people how to use computers, April? Do you think you're wasting your time?
From the most of them, yes. It's wasting time.
Don't give up. Don't give up, April. Don't give up.
Do what you can't.
Yeah.
That Windows, by the way, Aladdin, I've seen it on your stuff. I've seen it on your do what you can't. And it took me a while. I think it's on Skype. And it took me a while. And I suddenly saw this Windows advert that says do what you can't. And I thought, is that Aladdin, what Aladdin's talking about? I do like the advert, though. The one with the ostrich flying. That's really funny.
Yes.
The VR glasses and everything. Okay. What do you think, Aladdin? Do you think it's stupid for older people to try and learn anything new? You just give up and just watch telly? Game shows?
They learn. The thing with learning, anyone, I think it's not related to age. If you want to do something, you will do it. That's it. You will learn it, even if it's content learning. You will do it. But if you want to do it, it's not related to the age to learn. Okay, this is enough for me to learn. Some people in 20 or 30 years, they said, okay, it's enough for us to keep learning things, and they block themselves. That's my thoughts.
Okay, so it's sort of more motivation.
Learning new things every day, every minute. We are learning something new.
So maybe it's the enthusiasm from children
younger.
Yeah. Yeah, children are enthusiastic about. I mean, I can't remember being that enthusiastic about going to school, but I know a lot of children are. It's like, "Way, what are we going to learn today? What are we going to learn today? Woohoo!" And I always think it's a little easier because there's not so much clutter. I think sometimes I've learned so much rubbish that I didn't need to learn, but I somehow learn it very easily. Song lyrics, for example.
It might be, yes. It will be a little bit easy. The time you're spending to learn something, it will be. But on it, it's something else. You will learn it. Better than children, better than other people. I am guaranteed that here, for example, April, and because you mentioned about it, about her, I know she know things my sister don't know it in computers, I mean. So it's not related with age. So
but it depends, Aladdin. If like in this expression in idiom that Trump has written, it is what is it? A new tricks to teach new tricks to an old dog.
Yeah.
That's the new tricks. But I know already about computer before I became old, so that's why it's easier.
You didn't learn any new tricks from, for example, last week, No. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not that old that I can't, because I know, for example, if line dance also. In line dance, there are maybe ladies who was, how old are they? Over the 70 years old, 80, even 80. And it is so difficult to learn only a couple of steps. And even me, if I learned a new dance today and I try to do that again next week, I have to learn that again because our brain is not.
To say. It's practice everything a lot. That's it. So it's not only teaching or learning something new. I can learn some new tricks, but if I didn't use it, it will go disappears from my mind. It's not stuck in my mind, or I can do
So
it because
even
I have to do
young
it
people,
more and more
even
and
young
more.
people forget a lot.
Even
Then.
young people do it. Yeah.
So far we have will and attitude. Yeah, will and attitude and will. Yeah. And also what we've got is
Motivation.
will, attitude, motivation, and practice.
Motivation, yeah.
Yeah.
And practice, yes.
I
Practice,
agree.
practice.
And I think the
Very
practice
important
is
thing.
part of the motivation. Yeah.
Mhm.
Will, attitude, motivation. And I think that would lead to wanting to practice. Okay.
Endurance.
Endurance, yeah. Patience. I think rather than endurance, because we're not asking you to run a marathon. I believe that, yes, when it comes to physical stuff as you age, you are limited in what you do. But when it comes to, as long as you've got all your marbles, do you know what I mean if I say all your marbles? If you have all your marbles.
All your balls together.
Yeah, marbles is better than balls.
Okay, I know what you think, Lynn. I know.
Have you got your balls all together? Say that to my husband, he'll go, what? It's not actually a saying, but I can imagine how it could become one. No, literally, if you have all your marbles. Do you know what that means specifically?
If you have common sense, maybe. If you can think.
Yeah, if you can think, if you've got all your mental faculties in order. Because, of course, somebody just mentioned dementia. Traum mentioned dementia. Doctors say, oh, people should keep learning, not keep up their learnings, just should keep learning all the time. I mean, we do learn all the time. Every time we see something new, we learn because we can't help but learn. We're learning machines.
Yeah.
Unconscious.
But we might forget, or we think we've forgotten. What we haven't actually forgotten. What we've forgotten to do is where we left it in our brain. We can't access that portion anymore. It's something's snapped or we've misplaced it. There's a lot of research in memory and brains now, and they're finding out that we are far more remarkable. You know, people say I've got a lousy memory. It's not memory, it's recall. If we can learn how to recall things, then nothing is lost. It's all there, tucked away.
See it on an example of an actor. They have to dress up and to act the life of other people. They have to memorize the text and so on. Isn't that a good example? That they even they are old. They have an old role get in a film, and they can play it very well.
Yeah, absolutely. And they train their brains. They
Yeah.
train their brains for it. Now, sadly, there's those little games you can play that allegedly help you to build up your memory and to improve your memory and to hold back dementia. Do you know what? They've been proven not to work. Well, that's what they're saying, that they don't actually work. Brain training doesn't work, I'm afraid. It's fun, but it doesn't work.
Put out again on my notice. On my
I'm so sorry if it's bad news for you. Cognitive training, brain training, lots of places say, oh, do this, do that, do the other. Unfortunately, yeah.
It's useless.
It's still useless. It's fun, but there is no scientific evidence to back it up. And lots of people are saying, look, guys, this is snake oil. They're selling it as an idea and people are believing it, but there's no evidence.
It's not like you increase your memory or to increase
You
things.
can't suddenly increase your intelligence and your memory. You can't do it. But you might get better on a particular task, but what you're doing is just like building a muscle kind of thing. It's like playing a video game, Aladdin.
Brain is
Practice, you
because
get
brain
faster.
is like muscles. Yes, brain is like a muscles. If you didn't training every, for example, not day, might be 3 days a week. So if you don't training it every day or every couple of days per week. So it's go to be, there is no muscles in your brain. I mean, I read something like that. I'm not sure.
I think it's important that you keep up the interest for anything you are interested in, and that keeps you awake, that keeps you fresh, and you shouldn't think too much about your inner sides, because it will isolate you. Go out, talk with people, talk about your past and their past, and so on. Yeah.
Well, I think it's even more insidious than that, because there was these brain. I started on a brain training program. It was a free app on my phone, and it was fun, you know, Sudoku and logic exercises. I've always liked those, and the maths, because it was like memorizing, I guess, the times table, multiplication, division, which I hadn't done for so long. And it was only simple stuff. It wasn't complicated, but I got faster. I know I did, because I was remembering. Oh yeah. But I wasn't working it out. I was just remembering what the pattern was for 5 times 12 or 90 times 100 or 9,000 times 333. You know, there are patterns that repeat. So that was improved, but the ability to calculate it had always been there. I've never lost that. No, what they found was the claims made that it boosts your intelligence and it improves your memory are not true. They're not. I think it's a matter of confidence. I think doing those things actually builds your confidence. And if you have, so on top of motivation and on top of being patient and on top of, what was the other ones? Attitude and will. I think confidence is really key. I think if you improve somebody's confidence in their ability to learn something, in their ability to remember something, and their ability to use it, I think that really improves how they do it, how well they do.
But it depends on the person who motivates the others, like people who are motivated when they got not respond, like maybe a positive feedback as a reward for their accomplishment. They had this has a good influence on this on this person, because they start immediately. It's like some kind of encouragement, immediate encouragement. So it depends, like on scout, on teachers. A lot of stuff depend on them, because the both sides are important. If someone is like learning, as maybe old person, or start to learning something, but has no positive, has no any feedback, it's I think that it's decrease the level of improvement. But if there like a positive feedback of the other side, like from teacher, from scout, I don't know, from anyone.
What about from software? Okay, I'm only saying that because I know that one of the things I could improve on the network is feedback on things. I mean, we tend to keep that to the lessons and to some of the groups, because I just can't do it for every single post people post. And I think that's one of the reasons we get such a lot of people who join. They don't get instant feedback, so they toddle off somewhere looking for instant feedback, and they often get it, but through software rather than people, because people, time, you know, it's limited and you can only do so much, whereas software can give you instant recognition, instant feedback. However, I don't find it motivating after a while. I was using, is it Duolingo? And they do keep sending me emails asking me to, and I'll go back once I've finished my actual lessons with a person, but I'm finding that my lessons with a person are much more motivating and scarier in some ways than any feedback I get from a computer, from a piece of software. What do you think?
But Yes, as you said, Lynn, when you met your German teacher, you were very proud on yourself because she she said about your improvement in German. So
No, no,
it's
no.
like
A friend, not a. She's not a. No, she's a
okay.
friend. But
She's a friend. Okay, okay,
a friend.
no.
We haven't seen
Okay,
each
okay.
other for quite a while, and we've
Okay,
only
but it's
Facebooked.
yes, but it's it could only. But I suppose that you were proud of yourself because of your practice.
Oh, I felt really chuffed because I don't get any feedback from my husband. I just get criticism from him.
Okay, okay, yeah. And this is also could be like if someone criticize you very much, it depends on person to person, but it could stop someone. It's depends on person character, but someone if someone is so much criticized, this person could stop. Not just to stop in progression, but just to stop with something that just to give up of something if someone so much criticize
I think if somebody got negative criticism all the
negative,
time, I think it depends how you handle criticism as well. Certainly in language learning, you've got to be able to handle criticism because you're not going to be perfect straight off. And if you are looking for perfection straight away, you'll soon get discouraged. I just accept my mistakes and I see criticism as feedback. As long as it's done in a nice way, not in a, you stupid girl, like I used to get at school. What are you? I'm stupid, sir. Yeah, it really was like that. However, I'm just going to come back to April. You said that you can't teach an old dog new tricks. That's the danger. That is a really dangerous thing because there's been two things that have been proven to increase your intelligence and your memory and boost your memory. Any idea what those two things are, everybody?
Could you repeat, Lina?
Okay, there's April was saying you can't teach an old dog new tricks. She agrees with that, but it's a dangerous thing to think because there are two things that have been proven scientifically, not brain training. That's not been proven. That was a very badly run experiment that they often quote in these websites. But there's two things that do improve your mental faculties. Stave off
I get something in mind, Lynn.
drugs. April's got drugs on my mind.
Oh, a pint of beer.
Pint of beer? Oh, a pint of beer improves my fluency. But I can honestly say,
there is.
I can honestly say, when I met my friend, I hadn't not a drop had touched my lips. Okay, so I wasn't more fluent because I'd had a bottle of wine or something. April, you were going to say?
Actually, I want to say two things. First, your the answers to your question about the software. What about the software? Does it help? It doesn't help a lot. You know what? Why? Because wait a minute, Aladdin. Let me finish my my answers. Let me finish it. You always breaking me up. Because you will be with the software. You are alone, and it is so easy. You will be and how is it? So you don't really seriously do that. For me, actually, at least. So you just click the word. For example, they asked you what is the what is that the der das from or
gender
article.
Yeah, that things you have to fill in the software, and you just click or you just write or type the word, the name, and then you are waiting until the software said it's correct or it's not correct. But you just I do that also sometimes. And what I do is, I will guess this one. I will guess this one, and then I'm so exciting to see is it right or not. But I'm not learning at that moment.
No,
I'm just
no,
guessing.
it's fun.
That's it. So and if with a person you are a little bit ashamed and you are a little bit afraid, as you said, it's more scarier. It's scarier. So you have to really to focus and to think about is the right word. So I think that the software make it us a little bit too easy, and that make us not so attentive. And that's why we have read a text with Natasha about does internet distract our brain? Yeah,
Yeah,
I
is
think
it making
such a
us dumb?
software really do.
I do think we've got to be careful of the internet, because I do think, like Aladdin was saying, the brain is like a muscle. You do need to. Brain training is not. I'm not saying that brain training is bad. I'm just saying that brain training is not the answer to improved intelligence or improved memory. So, April, did you have any idea what two things I was saying are proven to improve memory?
Okay. But some years ago, when I was still a student, I think I was even still teenager. I was thinking, oh, my brain is so slow. I want to make it better. And there is a medicine that they use for old people, and I took that
No,
test.
April.
And then somebody said it doesn't help for you. So it's
some parents. Is it Ritalin that you can give to children with ADHD? And they've proven that some parents will take their kids Ritalin because they think it gets them through the day, so to speak. That's bizarre to me. Don't self-medicate, guys. No, these not drugs. These are not drugs. These are things we can all do. Okay. The first one, physical exercise, and that's been proven long-term. Aerobic exercise improves cognitive functioning, improves the blood flow, improves your brain. Your brain runs on the oxygen and the blood, and if you get that going well, and your blood pressure's right, and you're fit, and you're active, and you're awake, and you're getting enough sleep, well, that really does make a huge difference. And the other one is learning new things, April. Things you haven't learned before. That's why languages are so good, because you can carry on learning languages, I think, forever. But other skills as well. Learn to cook new things, learn to play musical instrument, even if learn to sing, learn to paint, learn to draw. It's so important to keep learning. And that's where I take great exception with what that teacher said to the children, Hermine.
Yeah, but you just
their future health.
You will memorize the new things, and the old things you don't memorize that anymore. So I'm a little bit actually curious how people can make or can write their biography, because I will never know anymore what I have done when I was 5 years old, and they could know that. How come? I don't understand that.
Diaries,
if I have to write my biography, maybe it's only 5 lines.
Me too. No, there's some people in the world who have already written their biography. They keep diaries. They have they film themselves. And people who are famous like that, they tend to have a certain kind of personality, which means they have documented their lives in preparation for their biography. You and me, we're just normal, April. We haven't, but we can make it up. Do you think people always tell the truth in their biographies? Do they? Heck. Oh, Rima, forever dot. Dot is like full stop, as in forever until it's not forever.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing lasts forever. Okay. But no, I really do take exception to what that teaches. If you'd like to send her to me, Hermine, I'll give her a piece of my mind, okay? What I have to spare.
Yes, good idea.
Absolutely.
Ich nehme
So
an,
is any...
of
Yep.
a mouth of a very young teacher, I have to say. And I think the kids should know something. They also will get older, and it's still worth it to learn something new. I mean, and they have parents and grandparents at home, and yeah, they should go home and say,
I wonder if they went home and said that.
yes, okay, stop all your learning. Do never read any newspaper, and eat and sleep and wait for the special day. You have to leave.
And what were you doing to get to work today? You were going to work without touching the handlebars.
Yes, I haven't done this for a very
fantastic.
long time. I was so proud of me, really. Oh, it was great. I feel so young. I felt so young, sorry.
It must be spring.
Yes, in the old days.
Do you know what? I don't think I've ever managed to cycle without touching the handlebars. My sense of balance is so bad. I wouldn't. My husband does it though. He cycles along with his hands in his back pockets. I'm like, what's all that about? I grab the handlebars like, grim death.
Yes,
Is it a new trick you learned? Ask April, take the mic.
So you have learned a new trick then, Hermine, on your old age.
No, it's not a new trick. I did it. I mean, over the winter time, I wasn't biking anywhere, as you could imagine. And today I went to school by bike, by my bicycle, and I tried it, and it worked again. I could put my hands off the handlebars, and it was so great. I have to say, I always have to be alert that no person is around, no person is walking with their dogs or kids or something else. I have to get a free path where no one is walking, and then I can do it. So no one is in danger.
Apart from you.
Without a helmet.
Oh, that's very naughty, Hermina.
No, I don't drive higher. No.
Well, I
No.
don't drive with a helmet, not when I'm in the car, but I ride my bike. I always wear a helmet. Not for the big accident, but for the little falling off and hitting, because I have hit my head on the side of a pavement, on the edge of a pavement. I was wearing my helmet and the helmet split, and it would have been my head if I hadn't been wearing, so I always wear my helmet.
Very clever. I had my cell phone with me, and in case it would have happened, I would call the teacher that I can't come today.
Yeah. When your brains are spilling out into the gutter, it's difficult to dial. Wear a helmet. So simple. I mean, I know that the philosophy of some people is if you're going to die, you're going to die, whether you've got a helmet on or not. But to me, it's just for the little silly accidents, like falling off your bike for no reason. And I stopped all the traffic, It was really. I was trying to get up onto the pavement, and I misjudged it, clipped to the edge of the pavement instead, fell, did a triple toe loop through the air, and bashed my head. But I bashed my helmet, not my head. And without that, I'd have done. Still got a scar on my hand where you can see where I cut my hand right down to the knuckle. Just a little. Makes me look like a boxer. But yeah, bad one. Could have been a lot worse without a helmet. Wear a helmet. What about your hairstyle? What's more important, hairstyle or brains? My brains are messed up, but my hair looks fantastic. Okay, talking about learning and school, have any of you heard of fidget spinners? Total silence. No. Okay. Do you know what fidget is? If you fidget, you must know, Hermina. You're working in a school.
A fidget.
Yeah, if you call somebody a fidget, or you say, "Oh, stop fidgeting."
Shit.
To
It could.
fidget, verb.
It can't sit straight on
Can't
a
sit
chair.
still. Can't sit still. Yeah. So a fidget fidgets.
Yes,
Not to
fidget.
blab. No, that's a chatterbox. I was called a chatterbox at school. Oh, you're such a chatterbox. And I was a bit of a fidget, but they were so boring. But a fidget can't sit still. They've always got to be doing something, or they're moving in their chair, or they're rocking from side. You know, they're just always just moving their hands, their feet tapping, they're fidgeting. Okay. And a spinner is it's something they've developed to supposedly help children with ADHD who can't concentrate. And they're weird things. I'll send you to the link. Sorry to send you to this Tory rag, but there you go. The Telegraph's got a little video of them. So watch the little video. Okay, it's only a minute long. So have a watch and you'll see what they are. Okay, so let me know when you're finished. ADHD is attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. It's a label for children who fidget and who can't concentrate. Some people say, I think some children maybe do have it, but a lot of children are misdiagnosed. And before you know it, they're on Ritalin just to keep, because children fidget. Come on. Children are disruptive. That's what they're built for. But they do get, especially in the West, they get these drugs thrown at them that's meant to calm them down. Okay. So attention, I think that's correct. Deficit hyperactivity disorder. Didn't used to exist probably back in the day.
I do not know this new kind of toiling. It's not.
Well, toy or tool. The thing is, it's become a complete. I'd never heard of it till I saw it on the TV this week. And I'm like, my goodness. Seemingly, they were developed to help children with a medical problem, concentrating, etc. And I know that some children with autism, they give them something to hold that they can fiddle with, usually something soft and squidgy that they can sort of put their energy into, that will calm them or keep them able to concentrate. Okay, but these things have been developed scientifically, but they've gone off like a bomb. So all the kids want them. And now what's happening, of course, instead of helping children to concentrate, they're a complete distraction in the classroom and they're being banned in all the schools. It's so funny.
The spinner reminds me on. I think it's a seed falling from trees.
Yes, a sycamore seed. The ones that spin as they fall down, and then they go everywhere, and before you know it, they're in your garden growing. It doesn't look easy to do. Do you think you'd be able to learn how to do it, April?
No, I think I can only hold it for a couple of seconds, I think, and it will fall from my hand.
Yeah, I can honestly say I haven't actually tried one, but I'm sure when I go to the UK in July, I'm pretty positive my nephews and nieces will have them. The problem is that, they're meant to have one, but of course kids collect things, and before you know it, they're all over the school. They're swapping them. Yeah, I'll swap your red one for my blue one. It's a real craze now from what started as a therapy, an item for therapy. It's hilarious. I love humans. We're great.
But
What about Aladdin and Dreamer? Do you get it? Do you just think, what?
I don't know. You said that video is lasted for a minute, but for me, here is infinite spin precision spinner. Did you mean on this? And it lasted 3 minutes.
Oh, no, it's the one at the very top.
Oh, I can't open it.
Oh, okay. Sorry. No, it's only a minute long. I've not even looked at the. By the way, infinite, not infinite. Infinite.
Infinite.
Yeah, infinity. To infinity and beyond. Best film, Toy Story, but infinite. What about Aladdin? Have you seen them or heard of them? Oh, maybe Aladdin's gone to make
Yes,
a
I'm
cup
here.
of tea.
No, I'm here.
Oh, you're there.
Hello?
Okay.
Hello.
Have you heard of them before? Hello, yes.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
No, I didn't.
Okay, so it's just the
First
UK.
time
I'm
I
wondering
see
if they've hit America first or if this is just a UK phenomenon. Because really, they have just, as I say, they are the thing to have. I think a couple of weeks ago, it was magnetic monkeys. The crazes go around in schools. One week it's some thing that McDonald's, you're collecting for McDonald's, and then it's, I don't know, FIFA cards, and these World Cup cards you could buy. And now at the moment it's these spinners. Do you think they'd work? Can you see that they might work? Kind of fun to watch, like
might
mesmerizing.
work. Yeah.
Yeah, like hypnotizing you. Do you ever have crazes?
It's kind also it's kind of tools that you are get to practice or to use train your brain.
It's a brain trainer.
It's the same.
Well, maybe a bit
Even
of
if you,
dexterity.
for example, learn a new things, that's it's looks like trying.
Yeah,
With
I mean,
these tools,
I can kind of see the attraction in them, and seemingly they make a whirring noise, like a kind of noise. So that might be calming, sort of fractal sound. Traum, I like your comment. Do you want to take the mic, Traum?
Oh, in German I would say I see black by the idea that kids have bring that to school, because the kids tend to play under the table, under the desk with something, and this is often too much for the teachers. They have to hand it over to the teacher and will get it at the end of the lesson.
Oh, do you know what we call that? If you have to give something to the teacher to hold till the end of the lesson, there's a special word.
No idea.
To confiscate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Teacher confiscated my phone. The teacher confiscated my spinner. I can't have it back till the end of the week. Yeah, it's like stealing but legal. Something only teachers can do. But yes, I think maybe that's the attraction of these things, that the students, the pupils know that they'll drive the teachers mad with them. So that's probably why they're so popular.
And after it, teachers sell it on the black market.
Yeah, sell it on eBay. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Or play, then or
Play it with themselves.
Yeah.
Play with it themselves. Very important you get the it. Okay,
play
with
with
it.
themselves. I had it in my
themselves.
head, but I couldn't. It didn't slip out of my mouth. Sorry.
Okay, good. Don't blurt it out. Okay, so let's have a quick look at. We didn't get round to the magazine topic this week, Hermina, but I think maybe for next week we could make a little topic for. In fact, no. Let's do. Are you able to come to Wednesday's session, Hermina? Talk to the hand. Oh no, no, can't do that one.
12 o'clock. At 12? At noon?
Yeah, not this week, no, because we're actually. I've got to tell Rima this. Actually, we're going back to hipsters.
Okay. Let me know.
Now, I was just thinking what we're doing with the topic, but I
Okay.
promised him we wouldn't abandon the hipsters, so we're back to the hipsters. It's just after the hippies, I couldn't take any more, so we're back to the hipsters this Wednesday.
Okay.
Okay. But maybe next Friday in TGIF we could talk about this, because I love this phenomenon. It's called repair cafes. I don't know if you've heard of them.
Yes. I think we have 2 in the valley here.
2? Gosh.
Yes.
Amazing. Well, Hermina, if you look at page 13 in your spotlight, you'll see the article, and we can talk about it next week. Okay.
But it is for bikes. Is it? What page is it in?
Page 13 in April's spotlight.
Yes, okay. 14. April
13. Page 13.
13. Oh, so 13, 14, okay. A community fix.
That's the one.
Yes.
Okay. So if you read that for next week, and then we can talk about it next week. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
What day of the week are you thinking?
Next Friday, next TGIF. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's great. Mhm.
Okay. And everybody, you can look and see if you've got any repair cafes in your area. Aladdin, it might be something you'd be interested in, because they're very popular here in
I
Germany.
know it.
Have a look at the idea then and see if you think it would work
I
in your
know.
area. I love
I'm
them.
not-
I really do. We've taken 2, and sadly they don't always work.
I like them.
Yeah, sadly they don't always work, because I did take a microphone in and they looked at it and went, "Nah, you can't fix that." I'm like, you guys are meant to be able to fix anything. Or they don't fix it for you. They show you how to fix it, and all the tools are there. And it's a fantastic community project. So we'll talk about that next Friday. Is that okay, everybody? To have a topic? And Hermina's going to read it to us. Oh, did I mention that, Hermina?
2 pages long, guys.
It's not long. It's not a long article, but you can read it to everybody because you've got the magazine and so have I. So we can read it together and then you can read it to everybody. And then, yeah. Is that okay, Hermina?
Yes, of course.
Excellent. And then we can talk about it.
To reading it.
Good. Superb. Okay, so let's have a quick look at the magazine, the forum.
Well done.
And let's go to activity. I need a volunteer, because we're back on this. This week's leaders. Who would like to read out this week's leaders? Don't all jump up at once. Ask Aladdin Repair Cafe. I love that idea, April.
Yeah, it is actually the same idea, Aladdin. Only you do that
Virtually.
on
Yeah.
internet, not physically.
Aladdin's
Yeah.
Repair Cafe. I love it. Yeah, it's true. It's true. The thing is, in the repair cafe, there is an added element that, you know, when they say you'll need a soldering iron, there is one in the corner that you can use. So, who would like to read out this week's leaders?
Lynn, sorry, but I have no idea what the job would be.
Okay, so can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see it.
You can see my screen. Good. Okay, I'll have to reduce it a bit now because it's too much. Okay, so if you look here, we've got the week's leaders. Okay, now there are 10 leaders, but I think there are 9 places this week because 2 people are in joint place. Okay, so the idea is you read from the bottom to the top or the top to the bottom using ordinal numbers. Okay, so first, second, third, okay,
Aha.
4, 9th,
I know
8th.
what you mean. Okay. If you want, I could
So
do it.
I would love you to. I was about to say, as you have asked, I take it that's your volunteering.
Okay. Shall
Okay,
I-
so from the top to the bottom or the bottom to the top. But watch out for this one here. Dennis, Correct, and Paulette. They're both on 35 points. Okay.
Okay.
So I'll give you an example sentence. Okay. In 9th place, we have Frank with 13 points. And then take it 8 something. Okay. Get the idea?
I'll try it.
Good.
So, I'll start with the first one. The first is Azulita. Sorry, but it's written in a small font with 37 points. The second is Marian with 38 points. The third one is Dennis Correct with 35 points, and Paulette equal at the third place with the same points, 35. Then comes the fourth is Sarah with 31 points. The fifth place has P. Dreamer with 24 points. The sixth is Nipur with 20 points. Then comes as ninth place April with 19 points. And Zoom at the place of 20, the 20th, it has 70 points. And last but not least, the 10th place is Frank with 13 points.
Very good. Just watch out as you're counting down. When you've had 2 people in joint third place, then the next person is 4th, then 5th, then 6th. So April's actually in 7th place, not 8th. Okay. You've got 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. And just one little thing. Your teen, you did very well, and then you lost it. You had 30 points. It's 13 points, but very well done. Good job. Well done, April. Yay. Well done, Hermina. Whee! And look, I'm not on the board again. Neither are you, Aladdin. In fact, Marian and Bubbly have overtaken me on the board. But Aladdin, you're still on the leaders board.
Is this the points? They get the points from readers, from readers of the forum. Am I right?
Yeah, from badges, from reactions on the forum. Yeah, and this is for the week. So each week In fact, this will probably change by Sunday. I tried to get it done for Friday to Friday, but I couldn't get it done for that. So it has to run Sunday to Sunday. But I like reading it out. We haven't done it for a few weeks, but it's nice to read it out from time to time. So well done, everybody who was on the board. Everybody who wasn't on the board, don't worry, it's only fun. And then the top contributors is for all time since the forum began. Okay. As you can see, there's quite a way to catch up with Bubbly. Okay.
Yes, it's mission impossible.
Yeah, practically, yes. But you never know. You never know. She's not as active as she used to be. It could well change.
Yeah. This is
Never
your-
give up. So, Aladdin, what were you saying?
I am saying here is it's time to anyone want to catch Bubbly these days. She's not
Yeah.
active, I think.
She's not active. So get in there. There's a bit of motivation. No, the thing is,
Tweet her.
it is a little worrying because, you know, we were talking about motivation. I do worry about, not this one. This is very doable. Anybody can do this one. But this one is getting a bit like this. As we said, mission impossible. It might be demotivating. I'll never get 10,000 points. What's the point of trying, kind of thing? I hope not. But I don't want to take it away because I think it's a fantastic achievement to do that. I really do.
Rima, how many points do you have?
I don't know. For this week.
Go to your profile and tell me.
Okay. Wait a second. Points 1,000 and 1,124. Oh,
You are not active. That's what we being active, Lane. To be active on the forum, you have to increase the number of points to be active.
Yeah,
Yes. If you
no.
are,
I could,
less than 500, so you are not active.
yeah, I could do that. By the way, it is possible to set the limit for levels via points, but I don't want to do that because some people will get points. I mean, people would start just giving themselves points then, wouldn't they? And there's no point in that. So the first level, we were talking about the active member level, it's not based on any one thing. It's several different things. That's what I call my secret sauce recipe. And I've never told anybody what the complete, what you have to do to get there. It's achievable. It's really, really easily achievable, but it's amazing how frustrated people get when they don't get it straight away. I think it's an internet thing. We're so used to instant. You know, click a button, there it is. I've got what I want. No, not here. Not here. Oh, by the way, April, did you see, let me just think. Yeah, did you see Paulette's garden?
Oh no, where was it, Lynn?
It's in the activity. It's just amazing. I'm so jealous. It's
Really?
so gorgeous.
It's hers? So big
Yeah.
house. Such a big house.
I know. Look at it. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I was really impressed. Really impressed. I was like, oh, she's got green thumbs. She's got green thumbs. I'm not even going to show a picture of my garden at the moment. It looks like a mud patch. Oh, and by the way, another thing that's working now, I hope you noticed, and it was me, by the way, April, it was nothing to do with demoting you, it was everybody. When I put in a special security thing to stop you leaving the forum without realizing it by clicking on a link, it actually blocked all the images. So the images are now working again as they were before. And the other thing I wanted to say to Aladdin was, Aladdin,
Thank
you were
about
mentioning
YouTube.
the YouTube, yeah?
Yeah, I see it today.
Yeah.
From
I mean, that was
our
that was just an issue with with Vanilla itself. Okay.
So
But I have.
what was the problem, Lynn, with the pictures?
Okay, by blocking, and not blocking, but by putting this security measure in place that when you clicked on a link to an external website, it just gave you a little message saying you're about to leave this forum.
Every time now. Why is that, Lynn? Every time.
It's gone. It's gone now. It's gone now. That's what was blocking the pictures from coming in. They were being recognized as, you're not from round here, are you? They were being blocked. Okay. So it's gone now. I've removed that aspect because it was interrupting the enjoyment of the forum. Okay. So that's not happening now. So if you go in and you share a picture, April, now it will work. Okay.
Like before, then,
like before,
with the embedded code.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Just as you were doing. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Now
because
I didn't realize that's what had happened. I had no idea till you told me, and I was like, "Oh gosh, what's gone wrong now?" Because it was just after Aladdin had said, and I thought it was linked, but it wasn't. It was just after Aladdin said, "Why aren't the videos playing?" But as you can see, that was something else. If you look at Vanilla's website, they said, "Yes, we are aware there's a problem," and but that's working now as well, Aladdin. Okay. I just love that song. Don't you think he's fantastic? I mean, look at the guy. When you hear him sing, you're like, good grief, what on earth is... And then he opens his voice and wow.
I know him from English radio. There is another song for her, Guilty, right? I think. Yeah,
it's just superb, aren't they? But yes, so the good news is the photos are embedding properly again, and the videos are playing without taking you out to YouTube again. Okay. But let me know if something like that happens. There's generally, I can fix it myself, or I can get Vanilla to fix it, because I do have a support account with Vanilla, and they're pretty good. They're pretty good.
I thought it was from because you mentioned about the link that's take you out. That's okay. That's you're sure to get a forum or our site. So take care. I think this message might be blocked things here.
Yeah, it blocked things. Yes, it blocked. But that wasn't the reason that the YouTube videos were blocked. That was a forum-wide thing, and they said the support people said, yes, we are aware there's an issue, because when the pictures reappeared, the videos didn't start playing. I was like, okay, that might fix it. And I went in, there was April's picture, went into your video. Nah, still wasn't working. So it wasn't just that. Okay. There was something else. Bye, Rima. I've said bye, Rima, but I think I missed that bit. I was looking at the other thing. Yeah, don't worry, Traum. That wasn't messages. That was 71 notifications. If I get to 71 messages, I'm in trouble. I generally wake up in the morning with about 20. That'll give you an idea. So I'm a bit worried about when I'm on holiday, but I'm hoping I'll be okay.
A question. A notification and a message, is that not nearly the same?
Notifications just mean something's happened on the forum. So it might be 71 people have answered the question game. Yeah. That just means that somebody's done something on the forum. Messages are people going, Lynn, I can't put my pictures on.
They await a response.
They want a response, yes. So it's either they want to join the session, they want to join Skype, or maybe it's because they've got a problem, or it's Aladdin telling me I've done something wrong. Or April telling me I've done something wrong. Oh dear. But it's all good. I'd much rather people let me know, as long as they realise I'm not going to be able to do something about it like that. It's much better that I know, and I can put it on my list of things to do. Yes, there is a difference. April, I wouldn't dare. I won't dare, or I wouldn't dare. Because you do dare. You do dare. You have dared in the past, and I'm sure you would dare in the future. And thank you for daring. Okay, so oh damn it, I forgot. Rima, I was going to go through booking his session on screen share and seeing what was gone wrong. Rima, if you're watching the replay, remind me next week that we need to do a little screen share and get your session booked. Okay, because you booked your session, didn't you, April? And it worked fine. Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
Well, Rima had a problem. He couldn't get it to book. He went in there, but it wouldn't let him book anything, even though I've checked and that day is free. But yeah, it wouldn't let him. So there's something going squirrely. There's always something, isn't there? Anyway, never mind. It's Friday. And I'm going to sign off now. Unless there's any questions, any thoughts, any ideas, any hiccups.
Thank you.
No? Okay. So everybody, tomorrow it's English Speaking Club at 7. And then I believe it's drama, isn't it, Aladdin?
Yeah.
Yay. I was so jealous. Never mind. Never mind. Can't do everything. Do what you
And
can. When
where
you can.
where it would be, Aladdin? Webinar, Hangout, Skype, where? you always move every time.
Yes, I think it's better to move this in a some places, not in a virtual places. So a theater, do our drama.
What, the London Palladium, maybe?
Be every okay. All my sessions, it will back YouTube live streaming. Minutes hangout again. No
Yeah, so
webinar.
not strictly speaking a hangout, April, but the YouTube live session. So it means you'll have to look for the link that I'm sure, because the link changes, doesn't it, Aladdin? Yeah, so you'll need to look for the link. Where's the best place to find the link, Aladdin? In the calendar, in the forum?
No, not on Skype groups. I think I posted gradually on even Webinar Jam. I was posting there in Meetup group 2015, 2052, 16, and 17. Those 3 groups.
Okay.
I posted, and I posted also on the forum. Yes, on the.
Okay, so April, you'll find the link just before the session. Yeah, just before the session starts.
Yeah.
Yeah, but last time you started in webinar and then it didn't work.
No, we've negotiated a retreat from webinar, because if it's not working every single time, there's no point. So it's just going to go straight into you. If you notice, if you go to the link, I don't think there's a session on Webinar Jam this week, but there is a session. So if you check on, you could put it on the community as well if you wanted, but that's up to you, Aladdin, on the Google Plus community. But that's up to you. But yeah, if you check in Skype or in the forum, you should find the link there. Okay.
Okay, I'm just thinking of the people in China, like XB. He told us that in China Google is blocked. So he couldn't even register, because I said you have to use Chrome, and then it didn't work for him.
Talking about webinar or
webinar, yeah, about webinar, yeah. So now that it works on Firefox for me, I wonder if Firefox is also blocked there. What kind of browser do they use then there?
I think they use Baidu or something like that. I think everything in China is basically made in China. They don't use, as you say, a lot of the Google stuff is blocked. It might be that he won't be able to join YouTube because it's a Google product. YouTube might be blocked. Let's have a look. Is YouTube blocked in China. Ba-ba.
Eventually, I didn't. No one from China joined before, so it's not an issue. I think.
Well, we used to have.
Only
That is
We
one.
have a few
Yeah.
members, Daniel and
But maybe they're not familiar or they are not want to join. It's not free time for them at the same time.
Yeah.
But I am care about it. I am care about that those people join to me and on Webinar Jam every week, and they trying very hard, and it's ended with I am speaking and they are listeners.
yeah.
So that's
Well,
what
okay. I can
changed
tell
to
you,
go back to
April,
Google.
that Google
But
is
maybe you talk too much.
Yeah, I'm
We
talking too
can't
much.
talk to anybody
That's
if you can't
recent.
come into the room.
I
That's fine.
bet.
I think it'll be fine
Yeah.
on YouTube, but I don't think XD will be able to join because YouTube is blocked and Google is blocked in China at the moment. Okay, as is Flickr and Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, Bloomberg, Dropbox, and not surprisingly, Pornhub. But that's blocked on my computer. So, the 66th most popular site in the world. Okay, there you go. Who knew that?
I always got that website, Aladdin. If when I wanted to download the YouTube film, the YouTube video or the song, and it is behind the browser that I use, and after that I got. I will tell you that on Monday, Aladdin. This problem, maybe. I will tell you Monday on Ask Aladdin.
No dog new tricks.
Oh, yeah, I have ad block.
It might be. If something dodgy keeps popping up, April, it might be you need to do a complete security check. Okay, because those kind of websites don't show up on. Have you got Safe Search on? That's the main thing. Put Safe Search on as well.
Oh, Safe Search. Oh no, I hate that Safe Search. Is that from Yahoo?
It saves
No,
your
not
eyeballs. It saves your eyeballs from things you just don't want to see ever. Very difficult getting some images out of your head, so I always have Safe Search on, especially for images for some reason. But anyway, okay, bye, Traum. You want to be a good wife? Absolutely. Why not? My hubby's not home yet, but I'm going to go anyway because I have to be a good dog owner, and she's nudging me. She wants to go out, so before she tiddles on my rug, I better go. Okay. Thanks ever so much for coming, everybody.
Bye.
See you. Bye. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, April. Bye.